Welcome back. So, this marks episode 4 of my documentation of my weight loss journey. My name is Neil, and I'm also known as Neil Squall 2002 2000, author of the web novel series Creation The Path of a God. Now, I just want to go over like the first thing that really surprised me. So, starting off this week, I looking at my notes right now. It was the 24th, I believe, was episode 3, and I was at 278 pounds. Then, on the 30th today, I dropped down to 272.6 pounds, which is a 5.4 pounds weight loss, and an average of zero point 0.9 pounds per day. Um, the thing that sucks, I guess, about like doing the video today instead of yesterday was because yesterday, as you'll see on the graph, I was at 270.7, which would have been some almost a 7 pound, I think over a 7 pound weight loss, and like marked as almost losing a pound a day. Um, I mean it's pretty good considering this was Thanksgiving weekend. Um, I tried to make really good decisions with the types of food that I was eating. So I was invited to go eat Thanksgiving dinner, and that also was a workout day. So I hit the gym, which I recently, like this, just this week, on Wednesday of this week, I signed up for a membership at Planet Fitness. This is not sponsored by Planet Fitness. I'm not getting any money for for promoting there. It just happens to be the gym that I'm going to. So I signed up for Planet Fitness, and then on Thanksgiving Day, I went to the gym in the morning, and I did some lower body weightlifting and stuff. And after getting done and coming back home, because I knew that I was going to a Thanksgiving dinner and likely I would be indulging myself in food, um, I made sure to eat some good choice foods like tofu. I had half of a ribeye, so that was like somewhere between 6 to 8 ounces. I don't measure my portions, but I can tell basically what a 16-ounce steak looks like, and I basically cut it in half, like close to half. So it could be anywhere from like to like 9 ounces maybe. Um, and then I had some vegetables and other things, um, which is pretty which is pretty good. And then when I went to the dinner, I ate some chicken, some mashed potato, like a little amount of mashed potato and gravy, which I wasn't. I mean, I felt really bad because I was like, oh man, I'm probably being rude by not eating the food. So like tried to like minimize the amount of portion size I was eating. Um, but yeah, and then I ate some green bean casserole, like a little bit, and I don't know. I was the entire time I was eating it, I was thinking like, oh man, this is gonna like spike my insulin, um, or like my blood sugar. I'm still not familiar with the verbiage, so I'm not a professional at this. I just happen to watch some YouTube videos from various people, and so I'm trying to like factor in insulin when I'm going through the whole intermittent fasting for weight loss. And so the next day, the first time I measured myself, I was a pound over from the previous day. But then as the day went on, um, I kept on losing a little bit of weight, and then it got to a point where I was like like a half pound increase compared to the previous day. And then when I hit the gym and came back and weighed myself, I had dropped down to like 270. Um, so that was pretty awesome because like 270 would mark, I estimate that I was at about 300 pounds starting off before I started like actually caring about what I ate and like trying to lose weight. Stop drinking soda and stuff like that. Um, but then 270 means that I would have lost 30 pounds, which, I mean, that's pretty impressive. It's nowhere near what I need to lose weight. I need to lose 150 pounds in order to get back to my lowest weight. And so that's like 120 more pounds to go, basically. I feel like when I hit 50 and then 100, it's going to be a lot more because it'll mean that I'm a third of the way there. And so, yeah, like it was, I mean, it was nice. And then the next day, um, like today, I I weighed myself and I was at 272. And so I was a little bit bummed out about that because it was like, oh man, like I had lost over 7 pounds, um, and now it's only like 5 pounds. But at the same time, I'm kind of thinking like, well, it's probably a good thing because like I keep on hearing that losing more than 2 pounds a week probably isn't healthy. But it's not like I'm depriving myself of like food. Aside from the time period that I'm fasting, I'm trying to eat like at least like 1,500 calories. Just like estimating, just eyeballing, I'm pretty sure I'm hitting around 1,500, sometimes even more, which is probably what's causing the spikes. So if you look on the graph, you'll see like the occasional spikes as it's going down. That's probably when I'm eating more than like what I should be. Um, I also went to a health store and bought um, a a supplement pill for micronutrients, so vitamins and minerals, and also some fish oil for omega 3s. The reason why I thought about doing that was one of the nights, I think it was Thursday night, I woke up in the middle of the night and had really bad muscle cramp. And researching what could have caused the muscle cramp, it the answer I got was it's either one or the other or both of potassium and magnesium. And so since I was already eating spinach and both spinach has both magnesium and potassium, it made me think that I'm not actually hitting the recommended the RDA. I think that's the recommended daily allowance or something like that. And so I decided to stop by at a health store that I'd used before and pick up a multi micronutrient um, pill and also fish oil. I I feel like if I'm not getting enough vitamins, minerals, I'm probably not getting enough omega 3s. And so I just grabbed a 1,000 milligram um, vi- uh, fish oil per serving bottle. And so I'm curious as to whether or not I'll see significant differences taking the micronutrients supplement. Like I think if it does work, I think it'll no doubt work even better now that I'm doing like I have been doing intermittent fasting, and so I don't think I'm as insulin resistant that I used to be. I'm I know I was at one point because I had I think like a couple years back I had seen a doctor and they said that my blood sugar was really high, and so I think I was labeled as like pre-diabetic. Um, but now that I've been doing intermittent fasting and have been decreasing. Um, I haven't done blood work, but I'm pretty sure it would show that like my blood sugar levels are no longer in the pre-diabetic category, which is a definitely a good thing. It's not like thinking about getting having diabetes um, put me a little bit of stress. Even though like I continue to drink soda and eat unhealthy foods and copious amounts of food. Um, but now looking back and in my present circumstance, I'm glad that I made the decision to start trying to lose weight and like taking better care of myself. And yeah, it's that's even more so the case. Like the people that I know, that's like when I'm going to work and stuff, I notice that they often get cold and stuff. And based on the YouTube videos I've been watching, like people who are taking in enough micronutrients, it really helps boost immunity. And so I've I've been having better overall better health, um, not just the fact that I'm losing weight. And so yeah, like I feel like by next episode, um, I feel like I could definitely lose an additional 5 pounds. And when I'm thinking about the 5 pounds, the conclusion I reached was um, this is not a sustainable thing. I'm not trying to lose 5 pounds, it's just naturally happening. And the reason why I'm pretty sure is I'm obese. And so because of how heavy I am, um, it's definitely easier for me to drop the pounds. But at a certain point, like maybe when I get down to 250 or maybe when I get down to 200, um, I doubt I'd continue to lose 5 pounds a week. I'll probably go back to like 2 pounds a week or even less. I think 2 pounds is doable when I'm below 200 pounds. Um, and that's kind of like I try to, when I'm thinking about that, I try to um, just keep myself like not stressing about like what will happen in the future and like be realistic about weight loss because yeah uh, the idea of going back to 150, like it's something I'm really looking forward to, but like I've tried to lose weight in the past and it never worked. And I've since I've been having so much success with my current method, um, it kind of makes me feel like things are getting better, but at the same time it makes me worried that um, I don't know, that I could like rebound and like gain weight again. It's like you keep on hearing people who try to lose weight and then they gain it all back and then some. And I'm hoping I'm not in that position. So um when I'm like eating and stuff, I try to think about making lifestyle choices instead of like thinking of it as a diet. Just eating the right types of food. Just a second. I have to check something. I thought the oven was still on for a second, so I was kind of worried about that. Yeah. So like I was saying, like I'm trying to not think of this as like a diet, like a temporary thing. Like when I reach my goal, then I don't have to worry about it and I can do whatever I want. Instead, I'm trying to think of it as um, what can what daily choices can I make that's different, so then it's sustainable. That even after I reach 150, I'll still want to continue the process. And so like a lot of stuff I'm eating are things that I always enjoyed. Like I love eating tofu. Um, the way that I make tofu is um, just put water inside of a pot, add the tofu, add some sesame oil, some red pepper flakes, some doenjang fermented soybean paste, um, fish fish oil. I think it's like fish sauce. Um, and then just let it boil until like, and then just taste it. Oh no, also soy sauce. I forgot about that. Um, and just taste to make sure that it tastes right, and then cook it long enough. Because I found that like if you don't cook tofu long enough, it kind of tastes a little bit sour. But if you the more you cook it, that sour taste goes away. Um, and then that's all I do. And then I also eat. I really like steak, and so one of the things that I've changed is instead of like when I go to the store and I get a thing of ribeye, instead of eating the whole thing, which is like usually a pound, like 16 ounces, I just usually cut it in half now, and eat one half that day, and then the other half the next, and then also I like making the stew that I've shown pictures on my Discord about, where I do like soybean sprouts, tofu, beef, radish, um, just add those, and then I just season it similar to like how I season the tofu, and also that tastes really good to me. And then um, I like fruits, so I try to incorporate a lot of fruits, and also vegetables are also good. Um, the only thing that I'm kind of bummed out is like no longer being able to eat white rice because I really love white rice, but that's pretty high. I believe it's pretty high on the glycemic index scale, so it basically is like sugar. So I've basically given that up. But everything else is basically like what I would typically eat. I still drink the occasional milk, string cheese, um, hard boiled eggs, um, scrambled eggs, those types of those types of foods, which since I already enjoy eating those, and I'm pretty okay with like experimenting outside of my norm. So I also enjoy eating like dried squid, which is really tasty, and it's a really good like while I'm driving. A snack food that I enjoy on long trips is like just eating squid, and then I also like certain types of fish, and so I'll cook the fish in the oven, maybe some salmon. So the stuff that I enjoy are generally healthy. It's usually when I eat out that I go into um, eating like unhealthy or like processed type foods, or getting takeout, going to the drive-through, like McDonald's or Burger King or Arby's, Wendy's, grabbing some Little Caesars, Domino's. Those are the types of foods that really contribute to like me gaining a lot of weight. So so yeah, like one thing that kind of like I'm a little disappointed in myself is not doing as much work towards my writing as I should be. Um, I used to be really good at like doing several chapters a week, editing and posting on my website, but this week has been awful. Um, some of the contributing factors is trying to lose weight. I tend to now cook my own food, and when I'm cooking, I usually don't want to start out with like a bunch of dirty dishes, and so like I'll just clean them, and then the types of food that I'm eating usually requires me to prepare stuff, cut up fruits and vegetables, um, and other things. And so, like, an hour or two will just like disappear. Um, and usually when I get home from work, I'm usually tired, and so I just usually want to just go to sleep before I have to like wake up early in the morning to head to the gym again. So I feel bad for the readers of my work for not being able to get the latest chapters when like I should be more responsible, and there's really no excuse for it. Um, I'm just really glad that they're so understanding, um, and they're not like, when is the next chapter coming out, and like asking me. I've seen some other on other websites where the web novel author will have to deal with that. Readers constantly asking them, like, making demands about when the next chapter is coming out or things like that. And always feel kind of bad for them having to deal with that. But for the most part, my readers have been very understanding. Um, I still post my current weight, and then what I do at the gym, the types of food I'm eating on my Discord server, so people can follow along. I honestly don't know if anyone follows along. I could be just posting that, and like no one's like, everybody's like, okay, cool, and then like kind of just ignoring it. Um, but I think that kind of takes back to the whole point of why I'm doing these types of videos. Is, would it be cool if people were watching this? Sure, I would enjoy it. But with weight loss, it kind of has to be like a personal thing. It can't be because you're doing it for someone else. And so that kind of makes me think like, even if no one's looking at the Discord server, it allows me kind of to look back and see like the types of food I'm eating, and like keep myself accountable. And then doing these videos also helps where like I can talk about things, get things off my chest, talk about the struggles I do with weightlifting or dieting or losing weight, and issues with like writing my web novel and being an author. Um, I don't talk about my work because like that's kind of like a separate issue, and I don't want to mix up that part of my life on video. But yeah, like doing web novel, I would hope that someday I could be kind of independent and be able to just rely on the income that's like coming in from my writing. But another part of me thinks that like my writing isn't good enough to a degree where it could support my life. So I don't know. At this point, I'm just kind of writing and trying to improve because it's something that I enjoy doing, and I'm trying not to focus on the monetary aspects of it, because part of me kind of feels like I'm not good enough for um, to be an independent writer where I'm just like a full time writer where I'm just writing and living off of my work. And so there's that. I kind of like joke with my friends, like I don't really believe it, but um, like there's almost 0% chance it would happen this way. But I still think like I try to have a positive mentality, and so I joke with my friends saying, um, "What happens if I lose like 100 pounds and my weight loss um, channel does better than my writing, and I can become independent through this channel and not my other channel. Which, if you're interested in my work, um, there'll always be always be links in the description, and I usually include like the website on on the screen. So if you're interested in, you can feel free to check it out. It's mainly for those who enjoy um, the isekai type genre, and it's more for like college age and above. Um, it is not targeted for people who who aren't typically in college. Um, those ages is not meant for them. Um, and my analytics definitely show that I predominantly only get like, I think it's like over the age of 20 are the types who enjoy what I write based on the content themes and other things. Um, but yeah, it would be really funny if like people actually watch these videos of mine, because like they're not my. I mean, I keep on saying this because like I feel like, oh no, I kind of just want to. I always like to reiterate how these videos are more for me than it is for other people. Um, it's so that I can keep track and see like the times when I'm struggling and better help myself in case like I do gain weight. I can look back at these videos and see like how much I hated being overweight, and help me to like not slide back into unhealthy habits. And so this is why I like this doing these documentary type where I'm just talking about it. They may be boring for other people, but for me, I feel like it's valuable memories where I can go back and just see like, yeah, I don't want to go back to that kind of thing. And so it'd be kind of funny if like people actually watch this video. I mean, it'd be cool if like people get inspiration, but yeah, I'm not an expert. Um, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of like half putting things together from like knowledge I've gathered from going online, and so yeah, it's different from like when you have like a YouTube channel where the guy's like guy or girl is super healthy, in shape and stuff, and they're talking about like how different compounds work in the body and different vitamins do these types of things, and they get really scientific. But my channel isn't about that. Like I don't have that knowledge. I don't have that professional knowledge where I could do that. It's more of like if I were ever to do that type of thing, it'd be like, so like I'd phrase it in this way. I'd be like, so this is what I learned, and I'm thinking about trying this out, and then these are the reasons why I think it'll work out for me doing better. So I want to try and make all the videos um only about my situation, and not like meant to help others directly. It's more like if you're watching my videos and you're like, oh, he has some success, maybe I'll try it out, or oh, I didn't think about it that way, so maybe like I'll incorporate what he's doing into like my own workout or diet. Then I guess that could work out. But I don't want to be in a position where like people think or confuse me as someone who actually knows what they're doing, because I really don't. I'm just like trying and I'm seeing results, and so since I'm seeing results, I'm just sticking to it. As long as that the amount of weight that I'm losing stays consistent, then I'm just going to maintain um, my current habits. And so, yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like, I don't know. I guess the whole like weight loss thing could be helpful for people, but I also kind of wonder if like me talking about my web novel will also be helpful for people who are interested in writing their own stories. Because since I'm a writer, I'm more so interested in helping out people try to write their stories, and I only talk about the weight loss as a way to keep myself like accountable and like responsible for what I'm trying to accomplish, and not being able to have excuses for why I'm not losing weight. Um, I'm thinking I'm probably not going to cut my hair in the near future. I kind of want to see like if I can keep my hair growing until I reach 150 and see what it looks like. I've never had long hair when I was in shape. Not that long of hair, and so yeah, I really like my long hair. Um, which I'm kind of hoping that like since I'm taking multivitamins, that like the health of my hair will get better. I try not to get stressed out. Like I kind of notice like in my forehead I don't really have wrinkles. It's because like I don't like do like this a lot. I just try to keep my facial expression neutral, so that like yeah, that's something that I noticed. Like I even had it in light, and I there's like nothing. I mean, there's like a scar, but that's about it. Um, but I don't know. I don't know if I should keep my beard or not though. I might keep it, but it's not the best beard compared to people who like I've seen grow out beards. Theirs is a lot more thicker and it looks more impressive. Mine's kind of thin and not really, but yeah, like if you guys like if you guys in terms of like people who watch these videos, you kind of find them interesting. Feel free to like leave a comment and let me know your thoughts on what I talk about. I know I babble like there's really no like I don't make these videos with like a set purpose to do something. I kind of just do these videos to like get my thoughts out, and so they're kind of like all over the place. So I don't know, but yeah, like if these types of videos, if you find them interesting, um, like I've lost 30 pounds, so like about like I'll lose it like soon anyway, so I'm not really too bothered by it. Um, I'm now aiming for the 50 pound mark, which I feel like I should be hitting that by the end of December, easily. Um, so if like this channel is interesting to you and you find like the scattered information to be valuable, then feel free to like leave a comment and share. And I don't know, maybe I don't intend for I'm not like directly trying to like provide like information, because I don't want to confuse have people confusing me as like a professional who knows what they're talking about. But if like my ramblings like help out someone in terms of losing weight, um I'd like that, because I think like losing weight is so hard. It's really like slow. It's not fun. It's super boring, which is why I kind of like having this type of video format where it's like super boring. Um, but like I don't know, maybe watching someone like me, like who's rambling, um, someone watching like me just rambling and stuff, it may help them with their own journey, and they may think like, oh, if this person can like lose weight, then like I can lose weight too. And maybe you're only like 100 pounds um to your goal, or maybe you're only 50 pounds to your goal. And so maybe like something I'm talking about like inspires you, like turns on the light bulb in your mind, and so you're able to reach your goal. And that if that happened, like I feel I would be pretty happy about that. Um, Knowing that I was able to contribute to the goal of a person, because yeah, like I can totally empathize with like being obese and trying to lose weight. Um, I don't know. There are definitely a lot of advantages being skinny, and so I kind of keep on thinking that, and I try to keep my goal in mind. Um, Similar to like when I'm writing my web novels, I also have goals like um, someday I hope to be able to turn my work into an online comic where people can read it, because I enjoy reading online comics, and so it'd be kind of cool if I create my own online comic based on my work, and then who knows, maybe in the future make like a cartoon of it. That'd be even better. Um, so I just keep that in mind when I'm writing. Of like, I just need to work hard, just keep on improving, and it may take a long time, but someday I'll make it kind of mentality. And I kind of feel like that's the same thing with weight loss. Like it's going to take a while, um, but if I just keep at it, then someday I'll reach my goal. And so it's just a lot of like hard work, dedication, willpower, patience, and all those things combined together, and just taking one step at a time and not getting too stressed out about the days where I gain weight from the previous day, because in the long run, um, I'll have more days where I'm losing weight than I have days of gaining weight. And as long as that's the case, and as long as like the days I gain weight aren't like too big, like maybe like a pound or two, um, and they are like infrequent in the number of times they happen, then overall it'll be a downward trend, and I'll reach my goal. Um, yeah, like I don't know whether it's good or not that the video isn't longer than usual, but I kind of feel like this is probably a good place to stop it. So hopefully by the next episode, um, I'll be episode 5. I'll be 5 pounds lighter. Um, but at a minimum, I want to still hit my 2 pounds a week goal. And so, if even if I don't hit 5 pounds, as long as I'm hitting 2 pounds, that's that's all I really want. And so, yeah, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and then when you subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell if you really enjoy this content, and feel free to share it across social media to people who you think might enjoy this content. Um, I'll see you until next week, and hope that you're able to reach the goals that you're aiming for too. And so I want to create a positive community. And so just maybe like comment what are your goals. Um, Maybe not just related to weight loss. Maybe you're a writer or something else, and stuff that you're trying to reach. And it'd be cool if this is a community where like we all support one another and try to provide opportunities to one another. So I'll see you guys next week, and look forward to news. I also post on my social media on Twitter, Facebook, Discord. You can follow my progress. So feel free to check that out. Um, it's in the about section, I believe is where I have it. Or you can go to my website, and that has all my social media stuff too. So and then my website will be in the description below. So thank you again for taking the time to listen to my video. I'll see you next week, and yeah, hope you're able to get to where you want to be. See ya.